Welcome back to the channel, guys and gals. Uh, my name is Norman, also known as King Julian. Yes, I just stopped there in a second because I glanced over and thought I saw something that was like, what was that? But anyways, so today I'm not really going to do a whole lot because I'm fixing to be going to work. But I wanted to show y'all a project I've been kind of working on off to the side and kind of decide what was I originally going to do with it. It was a shell, a Williams shark nose PB B unit. And I was like, what am I going to do with this shell? Because, again, this goes back to parts and pieces. And so this is what I came up with. Yes, KKRLU, King Kepner Ranch Lease Unit. And I was just like, I had already painted it, done a test on it with this hunter green. And I was like, I want to see what I can do with it, just something to do. So I did that off camera. No, y'all did not know anything about this car. This a non-powered B unit. It's a Williams shell. And then I found I had these spare set of Alco trucks to go underneath it. I am going to have to create a base for it. Not a big deal. But I think this will actually add a new interesting idea to to the King Kepner Ranch Railroad. Is that the King Kepner Ranch Railroad also has units they can lease out, extra power units that are a different color from the rest of the railroad, that will signify that it is a lease unit. So I was kind of really happy about that. I'm going to try and find some little screws to go in here and make a base for it that will actually be screwed on. If not, it's not a big deal. It's not a powered unit. With these trucks, these are MPC era Alco trucks that I've had laying around. And I mean, it's not a really big deal. And the fuel tank, I'm going to wind up hand making the fuel tank for it. But I think overall, I think it's going to turn out pretty nice. It's definitely going to be a different car or a different powered V unit on the railroad system. So I'm kind of looking forward to seeing what this winds up doing. I think this is going to be kind of quite interesting, and we're going to have to break out the King Kepner Ranch train at some point and start running it. Speaking of the King Kepner Ranch train, a lot of people, I've had some people reach out to me and ask me when am I going to do the cattle barons car and the ranch hand car. Originally, I had bought a couple of these scale cars, and they were in parts lots, and it was basically, here you go, rebuild them. And I bought some for specific projects, and I was like, okay, that's doable. We'll make this happen. Well, in the midst of all this, some of these cars, well, much like the Penn Central baggage car, I couldn't take it apart because of the way it was put together originally. So it was redone in a Penn Central. Some of these other cars that I've got are very unique. And taking it apart, I feared that would cause some problems. So I may have to go back to my original plan, which to scratch build the original last two cars for the train, and including start working on the articulated cattle cars. But that is for a later project. That is something that, because it takes a lot of time to build those. I think the first set, I think was about a month of building on it. But yeah, so I mean, there's some updates that I want to do to the new set and that set as well. So that's definitely some things I'm doing. But so this will be an upcoming project. I'm probably going to wind up doing a live stream with this one. So as I'm making the base, I'm going to decide whether or not I'm going to wind up doing this in a wood bottom with a plastic struck fuel tank, or if I'm going to wind up using some different type of material, or if I'm going to wind up using a sheet metal bottom on it. I haven't decided yet, but I will figure that out here in a little bit. But yes, so that's where we're at right now. This is what we're doing. Tomorrow I will get the decals on the other car, so y'all can finally see the finished product of another passenger car, and that one will be ready to go up on the shelf and be run from time to time. And then I gotta get the dwell meter to look at the NW2 switcher and figure out what's going on there. Bad. Alright, well, always keep the shiny side up, rubber down. I'll see you on the next video tomorrow, and go from there. Y'all take it easy. Have a nice day.